The late afternoon sun baked the cracked asphalt outside a small auto shop. A young mechanic, Daniel, 28, grease-stained shirt, worn-out boots, knelt beside a rusty sedan, his hands blackened with oil. Across from him stood a woman in her 40s, tears brimming in her eyes. Her car had died at the worst possible moment, and she whispered, "I don't have the money to fix this." Daniel wiped his brow, glanced at the hopeless look on her face, and without hesitation said, "Don't worry, I'll take care of it." That single decision, a quiet act of kindness, would change the course of his entire life. Daniel had grown up with little. His father left when he was 12, and his mother worked double shifts to keep food on the table. By the time Daniel became a mechanic, survival was all he knew. He worked long hours, paycheck to paycheck, often wondering if his life would ever move beyond the grease and grind. That day, when the woman's car sputtered to silence on the side of the road near his shop, Daniel didn't think about money. He thought about his mother, struggling, stranded, praying someone kind would show up. For 3 hours, Daniel worked on the car without complaint. The woman tried to insist on payment, but Daniel only shook his head. "Just promise me," he said with a faint smile, "when you see someone else in need, you'll help them too." She drove away, humbled by his generosity. Daniel returned to his small corner of life, unaware that his quiet kindness had been witnessed. A week later, an expensive black SUV pulled up outside the garage. Out stepped a sharply dressed man in his 50s. He introduced himself as Robert Hayes, CEO of one of the city's largest auto engineering companies. With him was the same woman whose car Daniel had fixed. Robert looked Daniel squarely in the eye and said, "My sister told me about what you did for her. You didn't just fix her car. You restored her faith in people. I need men like you, honest, hard-working, compassionate. How would you feel about working for me?" Daniel froze. His whole life he had dreamed of working with advanced cars, of using his talent on more than broken-down engines in forgotten alleys. And now, without asking, the opportunity had come knocking. Months later, Daniel stood in a gleaming garage filled with cutting-edge vehicles. His hands were still covered in grease, but this time it wasn't a symbol of struggle.